Okay, setup doesn't look too bad here, but you'll see it more on the irons and from the other angle. Okay, but definite hunching in the shoulders, etc., etc. Balance points are better with the driver than they are with the irons. We can even tell from here that the ball position is way out in front of us. Okay, our left leg is sort of here somewhere behind the club head, so that we definitely don't want. But we did start fixing that on the back line, so well done. Okay, then now let's look at the swing and the sequencing. Let's look at the swing first. Okay, so a lot of good stuff. Nice solid takeaway. A little bit of movement here, but our setup also take care of that sort of change of height there. Okay, but from here, as we start the downswing, we should have really already started shifting a little bit of weight, to be honest with you. Okay, but you'll see very aggressive arm move. Okay, and the legs just can't synchronize. So they try and catch up, and every now and then it gets a little bit better, but because of that, look where the club sort of arrives away from your body. Okay, with the face quite open, and now you've got to kind of use your arms to try and work your best. Okay, now that's not the issue, I'm just showing you that. Okay, the issue is from here. Okay, so don't start the downswing with the handle of the club in the arms. Okay, keep that nice and neat, move the weight shift, start the hip rotation, and then fire those arms and hands. Okay, and that'll bring the consistency that we want. Okay, as we can see from here, the head kind of tucked, the shoulders are shrugged, the head and chin are really tucked to the chest. So that's where we want to sort of improve that posture and that core balance. Get everything right in the nice strong positions. Okay, so we'll see it again from here. A little bit of movement there. And then completely arms moving in the downswing. So we probably realistically, I'm going back to the backswing now, mate. Okay, realistically, we probably want to start the weight shift about now, about there. Okay, then that'll get rid of that move, but that's not the killer move. As we start down, that is the killer move. And then we're starting weight shift and hip rotation way too late. Okay, so you can see the strike position is incorrect. Hello, mate. Great to meet you, and thanks for a lovely morning. Really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, look, mate, you've got a lot of talent. You've got a lot of potential here for this game. You really do the golf ball well. And actually, you know, your sort of attempt at course management and decision making and target selection and stuff is actually really, really good. Okay. You've got a lot of potential to go places. You can really, really go places in this game. I would say as a minimum to single figures. Obviously, time and dedication from there will decide how far you go, but that would be, I would say, as a minimum of how far you can go. I'm telling you that just so you understand the talent that is there. Okay, right. It's obviously going to be a road, trying to find, 11, 12 shots. Okay, but it's doable, and I think we can do it a little bit quicker and easier than you think. Right, so, first big thing. All right, I'm sure you can see from those videos, I don't know if you've seen your swing before, you can see from those videos and people that you play with, okay, that the setup is really needs a lot of work. Okay, now, the first couple of weeks it's going to feel horrible and stiff and robotic and mechanical. You just have to push through that. Okay, so we have to start with trying to get this posture back correct. Okay, and then the hip tilt and the knee flex, just so everything matches. All right, so what I want you to do, okay, I want you to take this club, grab the club head, take the handle of the shaft and put it just on the top of your pants there, your coccyx. Okay, and then run your back along that shaft, right? So we're going to put it there, balance it on the coccyx there, and we're just going to run as many vertebrae as we can on that shaft. Okay, and then from there, we're now going to tilt from the hip. Okay, so I'm going to keep it there, tilt from the hip. Okay, chin is up, shoulders are relaxed. Okay, and then I'm just going to gently unlock my knees. Alright, the weight should be just on the front part of my laces and the balls of my feet. Okay, you are like shoulders shrugged and the back and the knee flex and the weights in the heels. Okay, it's all just a bit mixed up. Okay, so club over, line the back along the shaft, tilt from the hip, keep the chin up, just gently unlock the knees. All right, and then hold that position, bring the club together in front of you, get your grip right. Very stiff and mechanical at the moment. Okay, and then make your swing from there. Okay, just going to push through that. It's all the way from 40 meters to driver. Okay, it's got to all be taken care of. It's going to be a little bit of hard work, okay, but it will make a massive difference. All right. Okay, second thing. Right. Look, we don't get too complicated, especially when I'm not around. Okay, but quite simply, okay, the sequencing of your golf swing is out. So your natural golf swing, your natural ball striking, your natural swing path, your natural face angles, all really, really good. Okay? That's your sequencing that is out. Right. What is sequence? Sequence is the order of events. Okay? Now, everyone has different lengths and rhythms and stuff, especially on the backswing. Okay, but the downswing sequence is irrefutable. All right, and on top of that, it goes through every single sport there is. Okay? The correct sequence, it can get complicated, okay, but the correct downswing sequence, okay, is basically weight shift, okay, rotation, and release. Okay, so think about throwing a ball. Okay, you pick the ball up. Okay, you load up on your back foot, and then it's weight shift, rotation, release. Okay, tennis is the same. I mean, even when you're batting, it's generally the same. Okay, obviously we don't load it up, but whatever shot we're hitting, it's still weight shift, rotation, and release. Obviously in golf, in cricket, we release on a slightly more linear thing when we're playing straight. Okay, if you're playing a pull shot or a sweep shot, it's rotation and release, the same thing, it's just a different angle. Okay, so it's all actually the same. Anyway, point being, you can see from your swings there, okay, very armsy, and then from the top, arms move first. Okay, there is a little bit of weight shift to be fair, okay, but there's no torso or hip rotation. Okay, now in golf, especially in the beginning, we separate rotation into hip rotation and torso rotation. Okay, so that sequence has an added item, let's call it. Okay, all right. So golf is weight shift, hip rotation, torso rotation, and then release. Okay, now I just need you to know that all I need you to work on is learning to clear your hips. Okay, and you clear your hips before you swing your arms. Alright, now at first you've got to just learn to clear your hips. Okay, so really simple, especially now once we've got a better tilt. Okay, it's just to kind of roll your feet and point your belt buckle at that target as early as possible. Okay, so just as early as possible, you just thrust off. Right. Now, a few are going to go a little horribly wrong in the beginning. That doesn't matter. You will learn the control and the timing that you need. Okay, but you need to push past this. So from the top, okay, it's not this first. Okay, it's this first. Okay, and then from there, everything's going to happen really, really quickly. Don't panic, don't worry. Okay, that is the correct way. You just have to learn it. Okay, I'm telling you, you'll pick it up like this. Right. What that is going to do is it's going to make your body move into a better strike position more often. Okay, and it's going to drag that club into a more neutral strike position more often. Okay, so your good shots will get a little bit better, but basically your bad shots will get a hell of a lot better. Okay, and that's really the secret. Okay, because sometimes you hit beautiful drive, iron shot on the green, 2-putt par, brilliant. Okay, and then in between that, it's just, you know, all over the place. Okay, and that's a huge part of it. Both, I would say, the setup and the sequencing are a huge part of it. Okay, right, other thing I need you to work on, and I guess you can work on it the same way with the setup and the sequence. Okay, I need you to get way better with your wedges. Okay, so we're starting off with lob wedge, sand wedge, gap wedge, pitching wedge. Okay, what I want you to do, you can do this as your warm-up. Get a nice setup, back straight, nice tilt. Okay, now I want you to learn an L to L shot. Okay, now an L to L basically means we make a little L shape here with the left arm in our club. Okay, we turn our torso through and we make another L shape on this side of the golf ball, and that ball just gets in the way. Okay, so just a little L, L. Okay, and we just hit that shot over and over and over again. Right, now all you have to do, get that really consistent, really smooth. It's not a lot of acceleration. Okay, just nice and neat, nice setup, L shape, L shape. There's still a little bit of leg work there. All right, and just hit that shot the same tempo every time, and you get yourself. How far does that go with the lob wedge, sand wedge, gap wedge, pitching wedge? Okay, it's going to be something like 50, 70, 85, 100, something like that. Okay, and then you just play that number with the according club. Don't even worry about the other stuff here. Okay, we will add on to that as we go. For now, anything inside 100 meters, all you do is pick the appropriate club, set up nice and neat, L shape, L shape. Okay, and you just hit little darts in there. Okay, because you're hitting into that area a lot of times, and you miss hitting that shot a lot of times. Okay, so L to L, controlled by that torso rotation. Okay, got that? Excellent. And then last thing, I'm putting. Okay, obviously we talked about there, it's probably the thing we worked on the most. Okay, so I'm going to learn a little bit of tempo and then how to sort of load and release that right hand, so dial into a little bit of athleticism. Okay, and do it, like I say, with tempo. That means basically, for you, that means speed up your backstroke, because your backstroke is too slow with a really hard hand, and then we either have to accelerate, or we get worried about accelerating when we decelerate. Okay, so what we want to do is be really consistent with the length and tempo of the swing, okay, and really soft in the right hand. Okay, and then from there, start reading your putts, especially your speed. Okay, so read your speed. And when you're reading that speed, okay, I want you to think about how slow and how fast. Is it medium fast, fast, or very fast? Is it medium slow, slow, or very slow? Okay, so there's basically predominantly there's 3 degrees of slope in golf on greens. Okay, 1 degree being medium, 2 degrees being severe, 3 degrees being very severe. So you don't get 3 degrees very often. So most of your putts are going to be in the 1 and the 2 degree zone. Okay, but over 10 meters, you need to know the difference, because otherwise that putt is going to be too long or too short accordingly. Okay, so learn how to read the degree of slope. Okay, and give it that and give it that value. Okay, as in, I mean, you can give it the value in degree of slope, but it's better to give the value in terms of, is it slow, medium slow, or very slow, or is it fast, medium fast, or very fast? Okay, I actually spoke to Avi about this as well. That counts for a 1 meter putt and a 10 meter putt. You need to know how slow or how fast every single putt is. That'll then dial into your tempo and your release and your length of stroke. And then you can just let that go as often and often as possible. Okay. That being said, a couple of little mistakes with that, but generally it was much better once we spoke about it. Okay. And I hope it sort of felt better anyway. Okay, right. So that's your work to do, mate. Thank you very much. Let me know if you have any more questions, and obviously we'll do a little bit of work together and see how far we can push this thing. Okay.